And Mehru lies collapsed in the doorway.
Okay. Goes to her. How is her pulse and breathing and song lifeness?
Not doing well, fam. Can.
I didn't mean to have a dream sequence, I'm sorry.
Her song is fluttering on the edge of death.
Okay,
The part within the house is failing. The part, let me complete the sentence before you kill her.
never mind, I didn't do that!
The part within the house is failing. The part without the house is still vibrant and strong. But you perceive the opacity of the walls was because they are woven with something. Have you ever seen the films of like the mushroom of fungi growing through?
Yeah, what?
Okay.
You found another one of Savannah.
There is shadow
this to the list.
that weaves.
Still?
It's not.
It's not the shadow.
It's not the
It's shadow lowercase.
Yeah,
his
lowercase.
It's his goo.
Their
Dark.
close
Don't say
examination reveals a subtle web of virtue shadow woven into the walls and floor of the house. And Mehru's mantle is caught in its grasp. And from her mantle, it has grown into her life song.
That's not good.
She is caught within that. But if you tear her free,
The badness.
yeah, it's that moment when you grab her and start and you see her whole song begin to break.
Okay, don't do that.
Mehru, you're standing there and you also see the men, the cloaked, skull-covered, spear-wearing men
I got it.
running across towards the house. You're standing right beside her. You see her kneel down beside you. And for a moment, she grabs you and starts to move. And at that moment, you feel as though you are being torn apart into the smallest pieces.
No.
And she stops.
No.
And you,
No, please. Please, no. Please don't do that.
Help.
Help, please. Pulse help.
Ghost.
I have limited means to help myself.
Not near her. I want to go to a different part of the house. And I activate my Bayon Blade to the anti-shadow setting. Can I do any sort of... Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
since it's shaking, because it's a hard setting for it to maintain. It's blazing through
Okay.
power. And
You were so mean for making her do. I'm sorry.
you perceive, it's like, okay, what do you do with it?
I want to see if, like, over here on this side of the house where there is also, like, shadow fungus, that I can I do any sort of damage to it there?
And it burns right into the wall of the house.
Does it hurt her at all?
It does not help her.
I'm going to stop that. So it just doesn't do anything.
Oh, it definitely,
It's making its way to her.
Over here, you have burned a hole in the wall and the fungus is destroyed. It does not help her.
Okay. But if I were to go over to her and be like, here's where mantle ends and here's where shadow begins, and I go, shoot,
It doesn't change the fact that it is on her and in her song. You need to do that. What you're talking about, you need to do it
In
to
her
her. Except that
no, I won't
will
use
kill her.
that. I'm not going to use that.
Then you need to use something else.
Yes. Okay, I've been hanging out with Timaeus for almost a year now. I know things, don't I?
You know things.
I know things.
Your student.
Some things. Which things are you trying to say that you know?
Yeah.
What things are you thinking?
You know what will help her. You are correct. But that
Tell me what I'm thinking. Because I'm positive I am thinking it, but tell me it too.
The Bayon blade that you opened up immediately and forced it into its
Anti-shadow setting, yeah.
and drove it into the wall. that did kill, that did destroy.
Yeah.
But that tool
Yes.
will kill her. You need one that is more refined.
Like my song blade. Make it a song scalpel to go into her.
Yes.
Surgery.
Great!
But then
I mean,
you,
she's dying anyway.
but to do that, you will need to take hold of her song.
Okay. I am feeling slightly optimistic, not about this specifically, but just about like life, whatever. That little pep talk from my dad
I feel
was
so encouraged.
The shadow taught you to seize a song and break it. But this time, you take hold of Mehru's song with the tenderness and love that your father helped you. And unfortunately, this is where I say you've got work to do, because this is not a instantaneous fix.
Gently, gently. I know, I'm just being haunted by skull mask men. Need a death.
And you begin to work.
19.
Dragon.
Is that a carotid artery?
It wasn't a 20.
Is this important?
Explain to my
You don't need that
fiance how you shredded me into ribbons.
Please
You,
don't make me do that. I would rather die.
Hospital I went.
you are. This is a learning process. A failure on the dice is not a oops,
Yeah.
but you're having to learn how to act like a hospitaler in the pressure of a moment. But with a year's worth of Timaeus's teaching you, gently, quietly, indirectly, working his way around everything that the shadow had taught you, and slowly undoing it here a little and there a little. And as you start to make that cut that you know the shadow would say this is the way to kill something, you realize that that is not what you should do. And you can sense, all of a sudden, the world has been burned. When she drove that sword into the house, it tore a hole through the armor. And you perceive on either side of the house the two men with spears moving slowly, coming to the corner.
Toward her?
The corner of the house on your side, yeah, they're approaching. And she cannot see them.
I'll stand between them. I mean,
And you feel, as it were, a hand on your back, pulling you back. Try again.
Please don't let me kill her.
please don't let her
It'll take a couple of more rolls than that.
couple
but-
more.
Be grateful that I don't use Joseph's rules, because that was not a fumble. Though in his, it would have been.
Wait, what was I rolling?
You rolled a 20.
I know I did.
Yeah, you need to roll low.
I know that.
But the percentile, it was not sufficient.
Should I roll again, or is there something
You may
else?
roll again.
Okay. A 955.
Better.
You feel a hand, as it were, on your shoulder, pulling you back as you try to stand between her and them. It is drawing you back and down.
I like my body.
Okay, you may roll again.
15.
You
11.
see them come around the corner.
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Get.
Step by step. One stays at the corner. The other continues to approach on cat
I still
feet.
have my stick. I will shred you. That's the last thing I do. I will shred you. He won't have eyes anymore.
11.
I might die, but he won't have eyes.
You are cutting away at the filaments. You have to tune your song to the shade, the light of that hurt shadow. That hurts you. It's painful. It's like reaching out and knowing that you're going to put your hand in boiling water. But you do it anyway and begin to shear away the filaments that hold her. You can give me another roll.
That was dramatic.
She's offering you her whole set of dice.
Yeah, I've been rolling super well.
I
Just did nothing for me.
I can't. I'm sorry. Unless you die, in which case I'll regret, but that's not what's happening right now. I have prayed over every one of these rolls. I feel like God is telling me something, and it might just be.
that you prayed over those rolls until now.
I've prayed over every single roll.
I'm watching her say please every time.
Okay, share with the class. Lord, please. 4.
Praise God.
When we do not pray in public, when we do not pray out loud, we deny God the opportunity of glory. Just to mention. Not that silent prayer is bad, it's just that prayer heard is...
I was gonna mention it afterwards, but now is the time. What happens with this 4?
You cut away. And you realize, as much as it hurts, you realize what it feels like to breathe life into song.
Yeah, screw pain. I'm done pain. I need Mehru.
It's not about pain. It's about living instead of dying.
That's great.
And you heal her. You cut the strands aside, and you fade back in to your body.
No more asking protection for you.
As the man comes around the corner with his
That's enough
spear,
skullduggery.
give me a roll. You swing. It's a swing. And a miss, because you talking is not a free action, and so talking to him causes him to turn and move aside from your attack, and he strikes back.
Ooh, alright.
Am I awake?
You are waking. This is the moment of actually fading in, of feeling the soul, spirit, and body come together.
Do I have a mantle?
Yes, you do.
Oh.
Because it was entangled in the virtue fungus.
Blessings!
I roll a 3 for defending myself.
Oh, yay.
Okay.
That's great.
You dive aside as he stabs. And ladies,
Fair lady.
fair ladies, you are on the floor of the house. There was a man with a spear standing, who very clearly was about to attack you. You see that he has struck back towards the young lady who came to your defense.
I'm going to behead this son of a bitch. Going down.
Into a mask.
2
Okay, so
+6 for mantle blades.
his body stands there defiantly. His head
Goes that way.
goes another direction.
His arms and spear go
The other man comes running in the spear, sees the mantle blades, and turns and decides that
Probably sees Lydia trying to flicker into life.
actually no, Lydia.
Yeah.
Lydia's on. It's like looking. Lydia's on wings. The whole whatever it is that Lydia does of avenging angel of fury.
Our sensors have detected that you are very angry and may suffer from tunnel vision. We will cover your back.
And he turns and runs.
That's a good plan for his life.
I'm not into murder, but I kind of am at the moment. I will let him run.
So is it a creature or is it a man?
I think it's a man.
These sound like men.
It's Mare.
It's what?
The mayor.
The mayor.
Is he the one who died, or is he the one who ran away?
No, he's not the one. The man that is dead is the one that was standing beside him.
Yeah.
Because he has minions.
Yes. Are you telling us
Give
that, or
me-
did we know that?
See his head, right?
Well, you can see his,
The guy whose head is.
the guy whose head is laying on the ground. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I recognize you from last night. You were the
So-
quiet one. Could you give me a die roll, please? You want to roll low.
I did not. I rolled a 19.
1, you hear a cry of terror from Boo Boo.
They killed my dog.
And you see there is a
Oh,
beast.
weird dog. Yeah, I don't know.
There is a beast with huge hunched shoulders, hunched on one side, and it has Boo Boo down on the ground,
No!
and is moving to strike. When you hear a cry, basically the guy that's fleeing from you goes, ah! And turns,
And guess what's right there?
and the second woes comes out between the trees and seizes him by the throat and shakes him.
Wow.
Honestly, I'm not mad about that, but
Just
Now
for the
he's there.
camera.
Guys,
Yeah, now he's there, but
gotta go.
And
okay. Leaving.
the two of them
Okay.
then turn towards the house and very quickly close the distance to the house, but stop.
Who are you?
What do they feel like?
Wait, is this the wolf thing?
He's the most.
The bear wolf.
There's a bear wolf and a deer wolf.
Yeah.
Deer
Well,
wolf.
actually,
Please don't kill us.
This isn't the deer. You do not.
Oh.
This is not the deer wolf.
Oh, there's a bear wolf and a.
There's a bear wolf. There is one that is. These are horrors. Okay.
Patched together.
Patched together. But the skull, the jaw is that of a wolf, and upper form. But from the nose and over on one side, there's very long golden hair.
Oh no. Oh no.
And the creatures see you. And they lower their heads down and back away.
What are you?
That's
The beasts turn and move off into the forest.
Okay. Pull both of you into the house.